He'll kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Barfield. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They'll leave it with him. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. Turning it on. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They'll give it to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Hauls it in.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quick completion on the out. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long. And you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break. And they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
The Cadets here doing their best impressions of a jet engine right on takeoff. Listen to this place. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. Got his man downfield. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Looking for a gap. It's Barfield. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snaps, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The run from the shotgun. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive.
There he goes. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
I love it. What a play call. Going to the fullback in the running game, and he shows you that he's got some ability. This guy was a big-time high school running back, and he shows you the wiggle. He's got some ability to break tackles, and he helps his offense out.
From the gun to give, looking for room. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Caught over the middle. It's Smith. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Looks as if he's going to run it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Falcons.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone. It's Barfield. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. The throw to the outside is complete. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Good timing on the quick out. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The Rainbow Warriors with the 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield on first down. He's got him. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Going over the top. Makes the grab along the left sideline for the huge gain.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll throw it from the red zone. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
Using his legs, it's Barfield. And here's the tackle at the line of scrimmage, and that'll send us to the second quarter. Absolutely nothing settled, deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. They kept him out of the end zone, but not before he gets it to the 1-yard line, and it'll be first and goal.
I love the aggressive nature there by the offensive play caller, too. He's not just playing it safe, get a few yards, center the ball, help our field goal kicker out. He's trying to move the sticks through the passing attack. Quarterback makes a nice throw, and now it's first and goal.
And the Rainbow Warriors have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Warriors! One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't having it.
And he made the extra point without problem. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Able to run it out to the 28 on the last one. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
And the Falcons come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the big fella. And he goes down after making the grab. Picks up a few, but still short of the first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle. He's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
And the returner will be dragged down. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Grab behind the line. It's Barfield. Breaks into the open. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
The Rainbow Warriors will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the backfield, it's White. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
The loudest jet you can think of has nothing on this crowd as they try to help the Falcons on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking the shot. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now. Quickly complete.
They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Big guy smells it. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
And after getting it right on the edge, they'll try to punch it in on 3rd down. Using his feet. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Polly.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Harris. At the 35, he's open. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. That last chunk play is one that'll really put a drive on the move. It's 1st and 10 from the 43. Pulls it and fires to the left. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48. The Falcons in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They want to run this quarterback. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
He's got his man across the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Man, just find ways to find the big fellas. Those big tight ends are huge targets for the quarterbacks. The throws are usually in between the numbers. That makes it pretty easy. Usually sure-handed guys like that just come across the field, make plays for them.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks it down. And the Falcons can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Caught, close to the marker, it's Harris. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Air Force!
And that was a really big score here at the end of the 1st half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the 1st half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the 2nd half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
He'll bring it out. It's Harris. And the returner will be brought down. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. And the Rainbow Warriors will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
The Falcons lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. The give to the big fullback. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, how about that play call? Third down, turn it around, hand it to the big fella, your fullback, and he does the work to get the first.
And the Falcons have it with a 1st and 10. Run it with the fullback. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And the fullback breaks off a nice gainer there. No such thing as just 3 yards in a cloud of dust with this guy. He can make people miss and get you a play.
Got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. The Falcons come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning too. That was beautiful.
Grab behind the line. It's Harris. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. And the Falcons can really attack on this 2nd and short. The play action fake. Snagged in the middle. It's Allen. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Quarterback in trouble. Just dump it right in the gut. Don't make him reach for it. Just put it right on the body of the fullback.
Yeah, Reese, you got to be real accurate when you throw to these guys. Not the biggest catch radius, let's just say. Moving forward, though, I think we're going to see this fullback play a big role in this offense. Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up, Dave.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. That pass is incomplete. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes. And
oh, he's got some space. He's brought down the one to play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Check. Blue 82, Monster. Blue 22. Blue 22.
Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Roberson. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback, and a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
Going to take a shot on second and short. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And, man, that's frustrating for an offense. You got a little something going. You had a little bit of momentum, but they've got to do a better job of protecting their guy, keeping him upright, letting him go make some plays for this offense. That's the only way he's going to get hot. They got to give him more time.
Looking to the big tight end. Touchdown, Falcons! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. And that one's incomplete.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you can tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
Wants to fire on second down. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
Looking downfield on first down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
They're dealing with a second and long. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The cadets here doing their best impressions of a jet engine right on takeoff. Listen to this place. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw again. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. The Rainbow Warriors will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Never had a chance. One coverage to get down there and knock him down inside the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Going right to work up top. That's reeled in. It's Carson. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's what he catch you, big fella.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. He'll keep it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
The kick is on its way. Now on the return. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. To the ground with the back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. He wants to go deep. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Hawaii. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
And he puts it down the middle, and the lead is 3 here in the final period.
Hawaii, 24, Air Force, 21.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these designed runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front, but that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost to you.
To the air on second down. Under fire. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Falcons send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Turning it on! And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grab near the sticks. It's Sims. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Wants to throw on 1st down. He'll take a shot. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
Oh, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Wants to go up top. Zings it complete to the right. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Hawaii! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. At the 35, he's got room. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down.
How do you not respect the big fellas? This doesn't take you back in the time machine to the days when a fullback was on the field every single play. Then you're missing out, because fullbacks are awesome. They're just low maintenance. They're not divas like wide receivers. They just block most of the time, don't say much. And then you give them the football, and occasionally you get some big plays like this, and they hit somebody so hard they got snot bubbles coming out of their nose.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
Running to Green. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Falcons with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The big fullback's got it. Inside the 30. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, that's just on the defense. I'm sorry. Fullbacks are not supposed to be able to rip off big runs like that. The defense, they better do a better job tackling as this game goes on.
The Falcons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the move. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Got it in the middle, it's Harris. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Off play action on 1st down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Got it in the middle, it's Allen. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. How about the little toss out to the fullback to give him a touch?
And you said little toss because they're not trying to throw bombs to the fullback. This is a guy that's going to be more of a possession wide receiver, but if you can depend on him and he can catch the football consistently, you can get those little gains, those positive gains, and keep the defense a little off balance.
Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You throw an incomplete on 3rd down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
And this one sails through just inside that left upright. This is now a 7-point game.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Harris. Hits him with a stiff arm. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Got a man, it's White. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. And the Rainbow Warriors with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Sims. At the 45 on his way. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
Get you some of that. And with that completion, now he's over 400 yards on the day. That's a really, really good game for this quarterback. He's been almost flawless.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the wideout. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The loudest jet you can think of has nothing on this crowd as they try to help the Falcons on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Harris. Still on his feet. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
That's how you end a football game. Nice job. You put the ball in your best player's hand. Let him go make a play. I know he runs out of bounds, but it doesn't matter. This ball game is over.
The Rainbow Warriors will have it 1st and 10. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.